This is Dr. Andrew Jones. In this edition of Veterinary Secrets, I'm going to be visiting my local animal shelter, and we're going to be discussing pet overpopulation. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. Today's video is a little bit different. It's actually me going to my local animal shelter. It's the SPCA. And I'm heading off with my trusty steed Lewis down here. You can see him down there. So we're actually going to be walking downtown, and what I want to do now, first, welcome to 2017, and this is the first video of mine that you've seen, is kind of, change it up a little bit. As part of what I do in the community is volunteer at the SPCA, and what I want to do is actually highlight some of the animals that are there for adoption. Today's video I'm going to start, maybe it'll be a little bit more serious, where we'll be discussing pet overpopulation, but first I'm going to be heading out downtown with Lewis. We're going for a little walk to the SPCA, and then I'll be firing the camera up again when we show up there. So now here we are at the SPCA Adoption Center. I think you guys can see the sign right there behind me. And there's Lewis right there. I think you see him hanging out, waiting to come in. And joining us on our trip was this playful shepherd who just sort of showed up. You never know who you're gonna meet walking down the street. Hi guys, so here I am now at the Nelson SPCA. You can get a sense, you can probably hear some of it. So in this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about pet overpopulation, the importance of adopting an animal through a humane society or animal shelter. And then I'm actually going to feature one or two of the animals that are here for adoption. I think it's really important that they get seen by as many people as possible. So in terms of a little bit about some of the stats, I mean, it's estimated there's upwards of 100 million stray dogs and cats in the United States and Canada. And of those, only approximately 10% will make their way into humane society or animal shelter. And unfortunately, of those animals, upwards of 30 to 40%, so 3 to 4 million, unfortunately, can end up being euthanized. It obviously, this varies based on your local province or state and the acts of those animal shelters. And I think I'll just ask Rob and Teresa here, a couple of the staff, and they'll probably say that essentially this is a shelter where they make a huge point of not euthanizing any healthy animals. The only animal that may be euthanized would be an animal that is in distress. So essentially it's for it's a humane reason, not for a sake of not being able to be adopted. What I'm going to do is just walk around a little bit so you can get a sense of all the guys that are here in the shelter. And then what I want to do is just profile one of the animals for adoption. So there's a lovely sort of young adult female black cat who I think would make could have a great home, make a great pet for one of you guys. So just walk around, I'll show you a bit more of the shelter, and then we'll go in and have a little visit with Cypress. There's a bunny. There's another bunny. I'm now in the communal cat room, which is a great space. And right in behind me is Cypress. So I'm gonna zoom in on her so you can see her, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about her. Hello, Cypress kitty. Hi. So here is Cypress just in behind me. She's 3 years old. She's a wonderful cat, would make a great pet for one of you. She came in from a local community called Fruitvale. At the time she had 4 kittens. Then soon after that they had a litter of 7 more kittens come here into the SPCA without a mom, and she actually adopted all those 7 kittens. So for a period of time she actually had 11 kittens. They said she's a great mom. and a super affectionate cat, as you can see. She really loves attention. Apparently if there's a downside is she'd be probably better in a one-person house where it's just her. She's not necessarily super fond of other cats or dogs, but that's okay. Lots of us aren't necessarily fond of other people too. So if there are any of you who are out there or at all interested in adopting Cypress, Rob, the director of the SPCA, said feel free to give them a call, and it's 250-352-7178.